Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Ghost XP. It's me, Kong.
This is Pensu.
And today we have a guest with us, a really good friend, good childhood friend of mine. His name is Chris. Chris, introduce yourself.
Hey.
Oh, Chris.
My name's Chris. Nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, and after our discussion with Chris, he's going to tell us some stories that he has. We're going to also segue into our first guest listener who submitted a story to us. Again, if you guys want to submit your stories, please do through our Facebook, Messenger, email, ghostxppodcast@gmail.com.
You can do it through Discord too.
Yep, our Discord. Find that on our YouTube or our Facebook page.
It'll be all posted up in the links below. So
Yes, sir.
check
Yes,
them
sir.
out.
And so again, we have technically two guests.
Yeah.
In person, we have my friend Chris. So before we get started, as usual, bring out your snacks, bring out your drinks,
You already know.
alcohol or not. But Chris brought this for us. It's a seltzer. Chris, what is it? Tell the guests about it.
This is from Urban Growler. It's a Minnesota brand. It's a hard seltzer. Pink lemonade with a hint of hibiscus. It's women owned. So yeah, support the local stuff.
Yo,
And women.
let's go.
Support your women.
Support your women entrepreneurs.
And support us too.
yeah. Support us too. Yeah, support us, please.
Cheers,
I've
guys.
never tasted this before.
All right, this is my
Yeah,
first time
never,
tasting this too.
Oh, it's definitely got a sweet kick to it.
It's dangerous.
It's 6%, you guys. It's 6%.
6%.
6%.
It's dangerous because you don't really taste the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those drinks where I'm like, you know what, I could probably down this, and then feel like 20 minutes later.
And it's 6%, so it is a little bit stronger than the average beer.
Yeah, jeez.
Tastes pretty good though. Tastes like juice.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Tastes like juice.
It does.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's scary.
Mess you up for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So how we want to get into it, Chris? Do you just want to throw in your story?
Which story? I guess I got one or two stories.
Well.
I guess I can do that's like a short story, but
Wait, no. Start with the main story.
The
that
main
you
story?
wanted to
What, the
talk
main
about.
story? Okay,
Yeah.
main
It was the
story,
main
okay.
event, bro.
So, in general, Chris, your mom, unfortunately experienced a possession
Yes.
experience. So he's gonna tell that story today.
yeah. So this happened like how would I say? How long ago was it? Like it was recent. It's like 3 or 4 years ago. It was pretty recent. So basically, what happened? I can remember. I can remember the whole time what happened. So basically, I was at home.
Wait, when was this? What year?
Oh man, I'd say 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know exactly.
2022, around there.
Yeah, around there.
All right.
This happened at my old house. I remember I was sleeping, and then I remember hearing my mom scream in the morning. I didn't think of anything of it, but I remember my stepdad coming up to he like knocked on my door in my room, and I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Hey, your mom's not waking up." I was like, "Wait, what?" It's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Okay, all right, yeah, let me try." So I went into my parents' room, and then I tried waking my mom. My mom, I would say she's a heavy sleeper, but when you try to wake someone up, like they're bound to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
So she did not wake up at all. So then I started freaking out. I was like, okay, she's not waking up. Okay, what can be the problem? Like usually when you shake someone to wake up, they wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, okay. So we called 911, and then
Well, before you continue, your first thought, was it supernatural, or you thought it was more like a health?
it was a health thing.
Okay.
So I thought it was a health thing. So I was like, okay, because my mom, she's on a lot of meds.
Yeah,
So I was like,
okay.
okay, this could probably be a health thing. All right, called 911 right away. So I remember seeing the paramedics come in. My mom, she's not that heavy. She's probably like, I don't know, like I'm not gonna say a number, but like there's enough for 2 people to carry her.
Okay.
But so basically, what happened? I remember visually seeing this. The paramedics could not lift her. She was heavy. Like, I'm a strong guy. I would say I could lift her, but I'm like, just seeing 2 people couldn't lift her. So they had to get 2 other people to go come help her, like lift her. And I was like, I was watching. I was like, that's weird. Like when someone's dead weight, like they're dead weight, but like 2 people could carry 1 person, but it took like 3 or 4 people to carry her down to the ambulance. So now, okay, so I'm just like, okay, all right, something's happening with my mom. All right, we're just gonna go to the hospital. So then we went to the hospital, and then I called my aunt and my grandma. I was like, hey, like, mom's in the hospital. Like, you guys gotta come. So then we were just in the ER, and then we're just trying to wake up my mom. They ran tests, and they're just trying. The doctors they know that they're not sure why she's waking up. We're like, oh, okay, so like, okay, what's going on? Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So basically, we just waited. We're just trying to get my mom to respond. She was not responding.
And at this point, she already has her room in the hospital.
Yeah, so she was in ER, and then they ran tests and everything. They still didn't know what's going on. Like you know, you're just giving her blood work and all this other stuff, just trying to make her wake up, but she did not wake up at all. So then we're like, okay, so she probably has to stay the night in the hospital just to make sure it's nothing health related.
Right.
Wait, so this whole time she did not wake up at all?
Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Like it's been, I think, almost a couple hours already.
Did anything happen to her the night before?
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that later.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's a whole ordeal. So
All right.
Cool.
So then I remember this too because I took vacation. I took a 1 week break from work. I remember I was planning to go somewhere, and I decided not to go anymore. So I literally had a whole week off, and then I remember my family, oh, well, maybe you should just stay the night at the hospital with her. I was like, yeah, okay, I could do that, like, because everyone else has work. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay there. So then it was I wasn't there the first night, but I didn't hear anything. Then the next day, stepdad and my aunt went to go see her. She was not responding at all during the day. No response at all. She did not wake up at all.
Just asleep the whole time.
The whole time.
And it's not a flat line, right?
No flat line.
Okay.
Her vitals were still normal. Like,
Okay.
just, I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I'm tired. I was already at home, but I was just calling them to see the update. So then that night, I slept in the same room with her. And then, and I remember, like you know when you get your gut instincts, like, oh, you shouldn't be here right now, or you feel scared.
So you're there in the room in the hospital with her, and you have that gut feeling.
Yeah, I was scared. Like, my body's like, hey, don't be in here. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, it was a scary feeling. I was like, why do I feel this way? Like,
yeah, that's really interesting.
and I remember, like, she woke up. Like,
For the first time.
For the first time. But, like, I tried to get her to respond, like, hey, mom, like, hello, like, what's going on? And she didn't look at me or nothing. She just, like, rose up. It was weird. It was like...
So she woke up, but she was staring into space.
Yeah, staring into space, yes. And, like, it was nighttime.
Wow, okay.
And, it was crazy. I was like, I was just like, yo, like, this is weird. Like, I didn't want to be in the room with her. I was like,
So there was, would you say you felt like a negative aura in the room?
Yeah, it was a negative aura. And I was like, oh, man, this is kind of weird. Like, okay, so, but, like, I just, like, I literally just in the room with her, and then, like, she just laid back down. But, like, the way she rose is, like, kind of, like, abnormal. Like,
So you talking about...
So she, like, was asleep and she rose up.
like, she, like, literally, like,
Bro,
look
no,
at that.
alright.
She was staring into space.
like, just not
I don't want to,
answering.
like, disrespect your mom or anything like that. So she just literally, like, after going through all that, she literally just got up. You seen the movie Exorcism? Where the kid get up and she...
Yeah, no, like, this watch, it felt like a
180 her
movie,
head
but
out
it
of
wasn't.
nowhere.
But, like, she literally was laying
Really?
down, and then she just got up slowly. I was like, oh, yo. I was like, this is not.
You know
I
what
was
I'm talking
like,
about? Like, the girl who got up, started spinning her head.
oh, yeah. It wasn't like that, but, like,
So she was
okay,
asleep
cool.
for like 2-3 days, and then that night you were with her, she just randomly woke. Wait, so was it that she opened her eyes first and you talked to her, or she rose up and opened her eyes and then you talked to her?
she rose up, and then.
Oh, okay. Ooh, all right.
But then also, I didn't know. Also the first night, I didn't know this, but they had tied her to the bed.
Oh,
what
why
the
was it
heck?
that they tied her to the bed?
So they say she was moving a lot during night.
So she was unconscious, but she was moving a lot.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like it was like they literally had her strapped to the bed. I was like, okay, this is why y'all do that? And they're like, oh yeah, she was just moving a lot, like just really tossing and turning. I was like, okay, but then the fact that she rolls up, I was like, okay, this just don't feel right. Like, so then I literally just stayed the night with her, and I was scared. I would tell you that right now. I was really scared. I was like, yo, this don't feel right.
What would you say? What time is this approximately?
It was like around midnight, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was dark. It was like nighttime. And crazy part is during the day when my stepdad, my aunt, and my other family was to come visit her, she would be not responsive at all during the day. But it would be at nighttime she would be responsive. So then the third day we're in the commons area, and then I remember my grandma was like talking to my aunt. She was like, yo, she's not acting human. I was like, wait, what? I was like, yo, like, what do you mean? I was just eavesdropping on my aunt and my grandma's conversation, and my grandma was just talking. It's like, I remember her saying, like, she's not acting human right now. I was like, wait.
So if you had to say that in Lao,
I can't say it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, French Chris is loud.
Oh yeah, I'm loud, but like I understand it, but I don't speak it.
Oh, I was gonna say,
but I understand it. But like, this is the fact that my grandma said that. She, my grandma's pretty cool and like down to earth. But the fact that she said that, I was like, okay. And then I remember talking to my aunt, and my aunt's like, she was talking. She's like, oh, okay, maybe I should contact someone. This doesn't feel normal.
So, when your grandma said she's not acting human, what did she experience? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I just remember my grandma just saying that. I was like, that just threw me off. It's like, wait, what do you mean?
So your grandma, she visited a few times, and she probably saw something.
She probably saw something.
Okay.
I didn't ask her about it. But
does she have like a sixth sense too? You think or no?
My grandma, I feel like she does.
Yeah.
She's experienced a lot, but I never asked her stories.
Okay. That's fine.
I want to though. So maybe another episode I come back I could tell the stories. But
we might just end up getting your all your whole family.
The whole family, yeah. But so basically that when I heard her say that, I was like, that's weird. That's like out of pocket, I was like, she wouldn't say that. And I remember my aunt said, okay, let me just contact someone. The third night I was there, and I slept over again because they wanted someone there. Same thing happened around like 1 or 2. She woke up, like she rolls up, just looking around, and like I looked at her. I was like, why is she like looking like that? She was looking around like she's like, it's like almost like, oh, like I'm like, where am I? Like, what's going on? And I try to get her to talk. Like, hey, mom, like, hello. Like, I was literally waving in her face, and she did not respond. But she was just still looking around the room. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Like, this is abnormal. She just like, it was weird. It's so weird to explain, but like, it's almost like she wasn't human. It was almost like an animal.
Like why would you say animal though?
She's just looking around, like trying to figure out her surroundings, almost, and just the look on her face. I felt like it's like, oh no, this don't feel right.
How did her face look like?
Just like didn't look human. I can't.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
It's like the way it's like it's just like look at her face. Like it's like that's not my mom. Like I looked at it, I was like, that's not my mom.
Like it was not creature's face.
No, not creature's face. Like it's just like the complexion. It's like that's not my mom.
Yeah. So you know your mom well enough. The fact that she looked like she was it's almost as if she was searching for something else.
Yeah, and I was like looking. I was like, okay, this.
She didn't even notice you were there.
Yeah. So I was like, I literally waved in her face like, hey mom, like hello, like.
So almost same as if someone took over her body and trying to find out what year they're in the the human life, like a Terminatrix,
So I was there that night, and I was, gut instinct. I was like, I don't want to be here. I'm scared. Like,
right.
I was like, oh, no, I don't want to be in the room with her. And then and I remember talking to some of the nurses. The nurse was like, yeah, this is kind of weird. Just hearing it from a nurse. I'm like
just her waking up randomly.
randomly walk, like trying to move and like.
And your mom don't ever do that though, right?
No.
Okay.
And we're like, okay, like this is kind of weird. And then so it's the fourth day. So basically the doctors they're trying to figure, okay, we're probably gonna move her to the psych ward.
Okay.
I was like, why you guys move her to the psych ward? There'll be a nurse watching her 24/7 almost. I was like, okay, cool, like this a constant watch instead of like nurses doing rounds. So okay, that's fine. Her vitals are still the same, still normal, still not waking up. She doesn't wake up during the day. And like we're like, okay, well if she's moving to the psych ward, we'll just go there. But I don't know why they went to the psych ward, but I guess it's because the nurse will be there constantly.
It's also probably because like there's nothing like that they can determine that's wrong with her, and they probably pinpointed to just mentally and psychologically. Right?
Yeah.
Probably,
So I was like, okay, all right, well so I remember that I met the nurse. I think she was an African American woman, and I was like, she's like, oh yeah, just let me know if your mom needs anything. Like, just let me know. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll keep in contact with you. And that was the first night I didn't stay, or that was the second night I didn't stay, but that's the fourth day. So basically, I went home, and then all right, I'm just gonna get a good night's rest, cause like, but I'm just like, all right, I still feel uneasy, cause your mom, your family members in a
shitty situation. To be in,
so we're like, okay, I couldn't sleep. I was like, I'm just too worried. I was like, okay, I'll just let it be. And then the fifth day, I remember going to her room, and then I saw the nurse, and I talked to the nurse for a bit. I was like, hey, like, how's the night going? And then I remember she grabbed me and she's like, hey, can I talk to you separately outside, like out in the hallway? I was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, hey, it's like, what's going on? And she's like, she looked at me. She's like, I was like, so what happened? She's like, you need God's help. I remember her telling me that. I was like, wait, what? She's like, I pray for you guys. I was like, what? I was like, what happened? She's like, she just didn't want to tell me, but she's just like, you guys need God's help. I was like, okay, all right.
She know that it's like something spiritual.
Yeah, so I was like, it threw me out. Like I remember hearing that. I was like, wait. And then I remember my aunt and grandma came, and then I think some of my family members there too. And then I remember my grandma and my aunt told everyone, hey, everyone get out the room. We're going to go talk in the commons room. I was like, okay. Okay, what's going on? And then I talked to my aunt, and my aunt, I remember she said, she contacted a Buddhist shaman. It was like some type of shaman.
So, Buddhist shaman, but like, because this is like now in the Lao spiritual beliefs now, right?
Yeah.
Because, Pintu and I, we come from a monk background.
Yeah.
So, Lao Buddhism, but is it like a Buddhist who has a sixth sense?
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, my aunt contacted him, and then I remember she told us, I remember she told us this. She's like, "Oh, your mom got possessed." I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Get out of here!" Like that's a lie. And then I remember my aunt and my grandma was telling us like, "No, this is what happened. That's why she's acting like this."
So is it because your mom called that Buddhist, and then he came and observed your mom, and then he made that conclusion?
No, it was weird. Basically, he has like a sixth sense. He's like, and he can travel to the spirit world, supposedly.
So so basically, what happened was your grandma contacted him.
Yeah.
And he, with his sixth sensibility, he didn't really need to go see her.
Yeah.
He already in his own location.
He knew.
Kind of like looked into it spiritually.
Yeah, he found out. Yeah, so it was. I'm like, okay.
This dude was like prestigious. He's like a god or something.
Oh yeah, it was weird because like we're like, oh okay, this literally threw all logic went out the window. I was like, there's no way. Like I was like skeptic at first. Like I don't believe in that paranormal stuff.
I know what you mean. Yep.
Like, but then I was like, okay, this happens. Okay, and then so basically my grandma aunt, she explained to her, hey, like don't say anything, but don't mention any possession or anything. But then they're like, all right, we're gonna do a ritual to try to get your mom back. And they're like, don't mention anything because the ghost can sense it or hear your conversation. So don't say anything. We're like, okay, so we just literally just go on in the day pretending that you don't know about it. And we're like, okay, all right, cool, fine. So then the sixth day, I remember we had to go to the Buddhist shaman's house. It was me, my grandma, my aunt, and my stepdad. We all went, and basically we went to his house, and just said hi, and then okay, we're gonna just do this real quick. I remember going to this like a praying room. I remember seeing probably like 100 statues of Buddhas, like small Buddha statues, just in a room.
Wow.
It was just a whole bunch of shelves. I'm like, this is like, I know like some religious people. I'm like, this is my first time seeing this. This is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
And then I remember he had it was just weird, but he had a stump, like a tree stump, just in the middle of the room, and he would talk to it. So I guess what my grandma explained to me later is like that's kind of his spiritual gate, or almost like his gateway
Kind of
to
like
Oh, you remember that story I was talking about? The Grey Goose, the Grey Cloud Island, when the natives, they were in that place in Minnesota, and they had that tree that they use it to
Yeah.
to communicate between both worlds.
Yeah, it's kind of like shamans too, where they have the sukkah, which is, if you don't know monk shamanism, there's a sukkah, which is, it's something you put on your wall, but it's like the altar to.
Yeah, so that the guy that you guys went to his house, he used that tree as a way to kind of communicate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his altar to or passage or whatever. I don't know.
His
man.
way to the spirit world.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
and he just kind of, I remember you're just there behind him, and he was just talking to that stuff, like just chanting. I don't know what kind of chant it was, but it was like different chanting, and he was just talking to the stump. I was like, yo, this is weird. Like I was like kind of intrigued, but also like just like kind of weird. I'm like, yo, is this really happening? Is he really talking? Like and I remember him talking to us. He's like, hey, like, did you want to know your future? I remember my grandma asking me. He's asking if you want to know your future. I was like, no, I'm okay.
Hell no.
I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't want to get into that. I was like, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
But it was just weird because like just seeing that, I was like, this is next level. Like I was just not like. So basically, he told like, okay, like he's like, he got done with the ritual. He's like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna come visit your mom in the hospital, but right now we're just trying to do what we can. I was like, okay, cool. And then just after that, I was like, I had no explanation. I was speechless. I was like, yo, did this really just happen? Just like it's one of the things you experience. Like, no way.
Like just him just talking to the tree stump and all that.
Yeah, I was like, no way.
But like, what was he saying when he was talking to the tree stump?
I think it was just, I don't know. Like it was speaking a different language. I don't know. It was like different chants and stuff.
Yeah. It's
So
kinda
like for
shamanism.
like for Buddhist chants, I think it's not like originally like Lao Thai. I forgot what language it was. It was a different language.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah.
so okay. So then so we went back to the hospital, and then she's still. So basically, we got back there, and then the nurses and doctors are okay. Well, we can't keep her in a psych ward because she's technically not. She just has to go somewhere. We're like, okay. So and then I remember my aunt telling her, "Hey, I know medicine's not working, but can we do a ritual, like a spiritual ritual, just on our end, just to see what happens?" And then the doctor's like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. So she got transported back to I forgot which floor, but it's like the ER room basically, or just patients just in general, just in the ward. And then we're okay. Don't want to say anything. I didn't stay that night. I decided to go home because I was just like, I'm just tripped out right now. I'm like, this can't be happening. And then so went home. The following day, we went to the hospital. I just asked the nurses, like, did anything happen? They're like, no, but she was moving a lot, like a lot. They said like usually she doesn't move that much. Like she move, but they say that specific night she was moving a lot. I was like, oh, that's weird. And then So then I remember it was me and a couple family members in the room, and then the doctors and nurses gave us our privacy, and then I remember just asking my aunt like, "Hey, like when so and so gonna get here?"
The shaman.
Yeah. And then and she's like, "Oh yeah, he'll be here pretty soon." And we're like, "Okay, cool." And then I tell this now, my mom, like, she was not moving at all.
This was during the daytime.
During the time.
Okay.
She was not moving out. All of a sudden, she was like moving a lot, like freaking out, like the body, like she was just
But her eyes were still closed.
closed and just closed, like open and closed. I'm like, oh man, this is weird. And then so when the shaman got closer to the hospital, her body just started going. She just started acting crazy. Like it was weird. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So then me and my other family members, we had to hold her down just to calm her down, and like she was just really erratic movements. And then and I just thought about it. I was like, this is weird. Like she usually during the day she's not moving, but then that it was like I remember it was like 11, 12 in the afternoon, and she's just it was like she was moving. Like she doesn't move at all, or showing a response. I'm like, okay, like this is weird. And then I remember the shaman got into the room, and like I remember I had to hold my mom down because she was really like trying to get away almost, like an animal trying to get away, or like someone just feels power or presence. Like, oh no, I can't be in this room. And then it took me and my couple of family members to hold her down, and she was strong. It was weird. My mom's not strong. She was able to like push us back. I'm like, oh my gosh. So it took like 4 or 5 of us to hold her down, and then the shaman did his ritual. Just did a blessing almost, and like it was just weird because I felt the atmosphere just feel heavy, and like I just didn't feel good. I was like, I don't feel like I want to be in this room, but I gotta be in this room. And then I think the ritual went on for like 5-10 minutes. Like he was saying chants, and then he brought his own like little like purified water and just blessing her, and then after that just
did the steam for the steams?
No steam, but like
so movies were lies.
No, but like
just kidding. So I didn't mean
no, it's fine. But then like I remember just after he got done, like the room just got super quiet. Like I remember like it just got really quiet. I was like, wait, what's going on? I think like a couple of minutes after, my mom woke up, and she's like, oh, where am I? I'm like,
she didn't look like an animal anymore, right?
No, she woke up.
You haven't said this yet, but I think before when you briefly told me this story was that your mom was also making like weird noises, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was making weird noises.
That's why your grandma says she
was
acting like an animal, right?
Yeah.
She was making weird.
She was grunting. She was grunting.
Oh, grunting. Okay.
Like grunting, and like wasn't actually saying words, and like it just freaked me out. I'm like, oh
yeah,
man.
and that would happen when at nighttime, right?
Yeah, at nighttime. Yep.
And that's why the African nurse said that too.
Yeah,
because she was like snorkeling and all that at nighttime too, right? Yeah.
So I remember that. Yeah, I forgot that part, but just the fact that the nurse was like, "I please."
And like she's of another ethnicity too, and she like knows that it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah, so especially in like she's a nurse too. Like I feel like nurses and doctors don't really bring
science.
Yeah, they don't bring in spiritual stuff in. So
yeah.
So then so basically my mom woke up after the ritual, and I was like, she's like, oh, where am I? I'm like, what do you mean? Where you're in the hospital? And she's like, what? Why? And we're like, wait, what? And so we're like, okay, this is weird. Like she don't remember nothing. She don't remember going to the hospital. The only time she remembers is the night before. And I was like, so what happened at night? She's like, oh, just negative stuff happened. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. So I was like, all right, cool. Like that's weird. Like so just her experienced the whole ordeal. I was like, oh, I'm a believer now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just seeing what happened, I was like, this can't be a mood. Like this is some fake stuff. But then just experience it now, I was like, oh, yo, this is next level stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
Yeah.
I guess I have a question that I really want to ask, and that's: has this ever happened to your mom before, or did she?
No, it's never happened.
She's never been. So, I guess she's never a skeptic, though, right? She wasn't a skeptic before then.
I guess she was a skeptic, but like she didn't really talk about spiritual stuff with us.
She never did. So it was never no family ties with.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as in your past, your family past. I know for Asian culture, they like to think that
Yeah.
your ancestors like to come back and get
No.
you, right?
Yeah.
Your mom was pretty much clean in a way of all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you said something happened the night before, which I kind of remember.
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
Right.
So basically,
You don't have to go into specifics
basically
if you
like
don't want to.
just
Yeah.
negative stuff happened, and I guess what for spirits, they attracted to negative stuff.
Okay, makes sense.
Essentially, to keep it brief, your mom was in a dark and low place.
Yeah, dark low
and
place.
that's why that happened to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think basically when it happened, or when that possession happened, is when she screamed in the morning.
Oh, she was at her most vulnerable state.
Yeah, so I think that's
So-
when I heard that, I was like, wait, what? Why is she screaming?
So I guess would you say that it wasn't the place? It was just her.
It was just her, yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like spirits are attracted to the negative.
Especially when you're at your lowest and the
Low,
most
yeah.
vulnerable.
You're not the first person who told us that too. That's the crazy part, right? Oh, remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So that's why I'm like, now I'm like, I'm a believer. Like, I know this, like, I heard stories, but like, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But to actually experience it firsthand, I was like, okay, there's something else out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
for sure. But
yeah.
your mom got better now.
Yeah,
I'm
my
glad.
mom's better now.
I'm
but-
glad. Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
we just don't mention it as much. My brothers, they kind of skeptic about it. Like, oh, that didn't happen. Like, that can't happen. But
Yeah. That's,
which is, for me, I'm like, oh, it's fine. Like,
Right.
But for me, I was there that those nights. I'm like, this don't feel right. So,
no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for you. You gotta go through all that, bro. Like,
oh no, it's fine. Like,
that's nothing. It's good.
I experienced it, but like, I don't know. I kind of glad I experienced it in a way because I got XP
It gave you like another perspective.
Yeah.
It's more into like the spiritual side
Yeah,
of life,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like now I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so I guess I would say I'm a little bit more spiritual now. Like,
Yeah.
so
I guess another question I have is, did anything else happen to her afterward?
no,
After bringing her home from the hospital,
she just.
did she get like a checkup from the shaman, or did she,
Yeah,
what was
we
it?
actually. Oh
What
yeah.
was the procedure afterwards? I'm a little
So I
bit
remember
interested in
the shaman telling us, "Oh yeah, make sure to bring her over when she's better." And I remember, oh, okay, like we'll just bring over. I think it was like a month, 2 months after,
that.
and then my mom didn't know who he was. Like,
Oh, really?
She's like, oh,
Yeah.
who's that? And then
So she don't remember seeing him in that room at all. like,
yeah,
pretty much.
and then she's like, who's this? And then we just say, oh, we had to go there. Because my grandma's like, you have to go there. And then my aunt's like, oh, we're going with you. You have to go there.
Makes sense.
So we just went there, and then I guess the shaman's like, oh, yeah, everything's good. Just don't do nothing crazy or nothing negative. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was
that
just,
makes
it was just when I was like, oh, man, this is crazy.
sense.
Yeah.
Dude.
So,
Yep. Yeah, that's a crazy story, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go experience it, but, it is what it is. But I experienced it. I got the XP points for it.
So now is it safe to say that you're a believer,
Yeah, I'm a believer.
not a skeptic,
Like
not
when you say
believer?
you're a believer, you're just saying you believe that in the spiritual realm, like there are spirits and
There are
ghosts and
spirits
Oh,
and
Carl, he's a
dark
believer.
entities
Carl.
or
That is
demons.
a believer.
Yeah, I'm a believer.
dude.
Jehovah Witness.
No, but
Nah.
yeah, definitely. Like I
You
know,
believe in the supernatural.
Yeah, I believe in the supernatural.
Yes.
So like for sure, like that. It creeps me out just being in the
Yeah.
room and stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I bet.
I guess kind of like going off a little bit topic here, but do a lot of Lao people, your ethnicity, do they believe more? Are they more skeptics, or would you say they're
Yeah.
more believers in the supernatural?
They're more supernatural.
And like, Buddhism is the traditional main religion for Lao people. Is that true to say?
Yeah,
Okay, because like shamanism is Hmong
yeah.
traditional.
No, it's Buddhist. Buddhist would be the main one for Laos.
Okay.
You want to give us like a little, like a brief, just a little introduction?
Yeah, like
to
a general introduction to like Lao beliefs in the spirituality.
for your
Oh,
family.
I would say like Lao people are really spiritual. Like we do believe in the supernatural stuff. I would
Okay.
say, like, it's a big thing.
Okay, and then like this might change the topic a bit, but I kind of want to talk about like Lao funerals because I've experienced one recently.
Oh, okay.
Is it okay to transition there?
Yeah, go ahead.
You
yeah,
guys still have questions about like his mom's experience?
Yeah. Anything
If
more?
not, then we'll segue there.
I guess the only thing I got left to ask about your mom was that why is it like so for your brothers and them? I'm assuming they weren't with you, like they don't live with you guys during that time, right? So they didn't see anything, correct?
They didn't see anything. No.
Yeah. So does anyone else that's related to your mom, like a sibling that knew that this happened? This, I don't know, like I guess she was in this state or.
My aunt, my grandma. Oh, both of my aunts, my grandma.
But then I guess I'm just a little lost for words because like if your grandma and then kind of knew about it, did they think that this was gonna happen to her then?
No, they didn't know.
And where do you think this spirit came from?
I don't know. I think what I said
There's got to be some kind of
I think
correlation. Would you think so?
I would say for me, what I speculate, I think it's just she was at a low place, dark time, negative
and
energy.
you could have came from anywhere, right?
Yeah, and like the negative energy was so strong. They literally whatever happened because of the negative. The negative energy was so concentrated, and it was just like okay, like it kind of just took a chance, and it happened.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Before we segue though, another question is like, you know how like Hmong people, whether it be Christianity, because usually Hmong people were Christian or a shaman, right? You know, Christian is like the spirit of Jesus Christ protects your home, blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas shaman is we have the sukkah, or like I don't really know how to explain the sukkah, but it's like a spiritual altar.
Yeah.
That protects your home too. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for a lot of people, what protects your home spiritually?
Yeah. Well, before you explain, I was a Mormon at one point, right?
Yeah,
so we blessed the house before.
But that's similar to Christianity
Yep,
too.
exactly.
Right?
So it's like a cigar in a way for Hmong people.
Yeah. There's different things. I know we'll have Buddhist monks come bless the house or a place.
So it sounds like it's more similar to Christianity, where it's more like a blessing. You don't really have an altar that protects your
no
house.
altar.
Okay.
And you didn't have like you know how y'all went to that dude's house and he had all that stuff. You guys don't have any of that.
I guess we do have altars too.
Okay, so you had too. Okay.
It's like a. It varies from different households, but we do like there's like a Buddhist statue.
Oh, is it like, you know how like a lot of Asian restaurants they have like a Buddhist altar in their restaurant?
It's like red and gold, right?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
As I was gonna say, it's gotta be something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like that. It's like that.
Wait,
yeah.
but did you guys have that in your home?
No, we don't.
Okay, is that why like maybe that entity was able to?
No, we blessed the house before,
Okay.
but like I said, the negative energy was concentrated.
Interesting.
And they probably popped in. That's what I think. That's my speculation. I don't have no explanation, but I feel like that.
Yeah, I just kind of want to know like all of it, so that's why I'm like
because I'm
nitpicking.
not
You know,
because
nitpicking
again
everything.
like Pinsu and I, we really want, one of our goals of this podcast is to learn about all the cultures, beliefs in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
And so we're really ignorant to that. So
Oh yeah, no. Like, I would say like Lao people, like the spiritual level. Like I feel like go hand in hand with Hmong people. Like we're really
it's
spiritual.
really similar.
Yeah, it's really similar.
Yeah.
So.
But to make sure, I guess my final question is: your mom is good though, right?
Yeah, she's good.
Okay,
She's chill.
good.
But we just don't say
That's
anything. We don't mention that thing.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good thing though.
Yeah, because like
So,
sometimes like that can be a gateway to.
yeah, no,
happening,
absolutely
but-
agree, man.
But yeah, she don't remember what happened.
Okay.
That's good. She don't want to remember.
Yeah, she don't remember. But I'm just saying, like 1 week she did not. She's like, oh, I was just at home. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna segue to my question, because maybe more to the topic of Lao funerals. Because my father-in-law he's Lao. I think earlier this past summer, it was my first time going to a Lao funeral. His mom unfortunately passed away, so we went. And what was interesting is that, because being a Hmong person of a family that generally follows the traditional Hmong belief of shamanism, we all know that traditional Hmong funerals are really long, right? 3 days. That's not even including burial. Burial is the 4th day,
And
right?
I'm in the prepping days.
Yeah. And the prepping days, right?
Wow.
And it can be really expensive. But then when I first went to a Lao funeral, it was like really quick.
Yeah.
You're there for like maybe 2 hours max.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time, and you guys do cremation.
Yep.
You guys cremate, and you guys go back to the house where that person who deceased lived at.
Yep.
And a bunch of Buddhist monks, they're at the funeral too, but then they
Went to-
transition back to,
to the house.
of the person who deceased, and they do a lot of prayers and chants, right?
Yep.
So that was really interesting to me, and financially, it's just it's good in a financial sense.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
you guys are only at the funeral for like 2 hours.
Yeah, so I didn't notice, but cremation is pretty cheap. To do.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, cremation
Okay.
is really cheap.
So can you tell us like the general
The whole process, you know.
Process? Okay.
just
yeah.
like the general process of a Lao
Yeah.
funeral? Because
Okay.
again, I don't know anything about
Okay.
that. Maybe our viewers don't know anything about
Okay.
that.
And viewers, you guys are watching, you guys do know you want to add on some stuff. Feel free to comment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
feel free
feel
to
comment.
add.
Yeah, I really appreciate our first episode about when I told about that traditional Mongol story, and we had a comment that gave us additional information about that. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for commenting, Shane.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, what is it?
So,
yeah, in a general sense, explain to us.
for Lao funerals, when the person passes away, a lot of family members and friends and family, they go to the house and they kind of prep for the funeral too, but also like kind of celebrate life. The way I see it, like we celebrate life. We don't try to be sad. I remember,
I like that.
you celebrate the life. You don't get sad about it. They want you to be happy and celebrate. Like party for me, almost. So that's depending, like, yeah, just a lot of family members and stuff at the house. Just prepping, just hanging out, like just doing that. Then when the time comes to the funeral, it's usually on the weekends. And then also they ask family members to buat. So buat means to be a Buddhist temporarily,
Okay.
to kind of help to guide the spirit to the afterlife almost.
Okay.
So they'll ask family members like guys, uncles, sons, nephews, like whoever wants to do it. So basically what happened is the day before the funeral, all the guys would have to shave off all their facial hair.
I was gonna ask you about that too.
Yeah, they'll shave off eyebrows, all the facial hair.
Is that because that's just like a Buddhist monk has to do that, or why do you have to do that?
I think it's just almost like cleansing almost in a way.
Okay.
That's the
deep.
best way I
That's
can
deep.
explain it.
Laotian, yeah, a few Laotian friends, they do that too, though. Whenever
Yeah.
it's about time of like a burial, or
A burial or like funeral, like
yeah, funeral. They do that.
yeah, they'll shave off eyebrows, facial hair, the head. Then we'll go the night before the funeral. We'll go to the temple and sleep at the temple. So they kind of bless us to become temporary monks almost in a way.
Oh wow, that's deep. Okay.
To like just have us like do our chants and like this is gonna be just to help the family member move on. So we're gonna do that. And then also women, they actually they also just also Buddhist women, but they wear all white. I don't know if you saw any women in all white.
I don't remember. to
I don't
be
remember
honest.
too.
Yeah.
Well, so basically it's the same thing as us, but then they don't have to shave anything, but they just kind of get blessed in. They're at a separate temple, but the women's get do their thing to
Oh,
become
cool.
temporary monks, Buddhist monks.
Wow.
And then so the day of the funeral, depending on what you're doing, some family members don't have to do the Buddhist stuff. They'll probably just help run the funeral stuff,
Okay.
because that's what some of my family members do. They don't do the Buddhist stuff, but they'll help with the funeral stuff. And then so basically, if you're a Buddhist temporarily, you're out in the front and you just help chant with the Buddhists. And then
Is it like something they give you ahead to memorize, or you just follow along in real time?
follow
The
along in
chants,
real
okay.
time. Yeah, which is weird because like somehow you just chant it and you just get it right away.
No, I get it. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Christian funerals where they sing songs, and if you're
Yeah.
not Christian, you don't know the song, but hey, you can kind of like catch on.
Yeah,
a bit.
catch on. Yeah. And then I think also like just the more people you have that actually become like to help with the Buddhist stuff, the more easier it is for the spirit
Everyone.
to kind of move on, because I guess there's more people just make it easier for the spirit to move on to the afterlife. And
Yeah.
also Buddhists believe in reincarnation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Thanks for sharing that.
we believe in karma. Like karma's a big thing for us. Like it's basically like you live good and good things will happen to you. You do bad things will happen to
Yep.
you. So that's
Yeah. Very true.
So just kind of how I follow the Buddhist religion. So and then so basically, yeah, we're at funeral home. It's like almost 2 or 3 hours.
Right, it's not long at all.
It's not long
Yeah.
at all. No. So basically, we do the chants, and then also sometimes the family members would give a speech about who passed away, like what they done and what they did and who are they. Depending on how the funeral goes, they'll have flowers and you could put it in the casket with the person, kind of say your last goodbye.
Yeah.
Depending where it is, sometimes they also give you a cologne or perfume to spray on the person.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, or flowers, and then we'll carry the casket all the way to the cremation machine.
Oh wow.
So it could be a long walk, and people will carry the casket, or if not, if you don't have enough people, then they'll just bring the car.
Is it strictly just family members when they do that, or is it like
Everyone.
relatives?
Everyone, like who's willing to do it. You have a choice. Like they'll ask you like, hey, do you want a butt? And you could be like yes or no.
Okay.
But most likely they want you to butt, because based the way I see it, if you're becoming a Buddhist for the funeral, like you do it because that someone's really close to you.
Yeah.
So what happens if you denied it? Like, is it just odd?
Yeah, not odd, but like you kind of give you a reason why you don't want to do it. But also sometimes like they need someone to help with the other funeral stuff, so then they'll have someone just designate that.
Okay. So, the funeral is done at the funeral home again, 2-3 hours. The cremation's probably done there too, and then everyone goes back to the house of the person who's deceased.
Yep.
And the monks go there to continue the prayers. Why is that?
So basically, what the monks do, they'll go back to the house, and then also they kind of basically they chant you out of the Buddhist temple almost.
Oh, okay. So they chant the family relatives who participate and boot out of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, that's what happens. They chant, okay, you did your job, and okay, we'll you.
And then what else too? Because I feel like there's more than that, right? Is it like cleansing the house? I feel like?
No. I think everyone gets together and just celebrates
Okay.
the person's life.
Okay.
There's a lot of just get together, partying, and just celebrating the person's life.
Because there's one thing I'm really curious about, which is my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, again, he's Lao. My mother-in-law's monk, my father-in-law is Lao. So they say when you leave the house, make sure you stop by a gas station before you go home, because spirits can follow you. And I'm really interested about that.
Oh yeah, we believe in that too.
Oh, when you get
So
your
like,
father-in-law.
why would a ghost follow you? Is it that a ghost is gonna follow you from the funeral or the house or what?
Funeral home, the house. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because also like,
We don't get his father-in-law on the show.
but like also like like what's that, negative energy. It's still end of the day.
Yeah,
someone-
whenever there's a death, there's that
it's
portal,
still
right?
it's
Yeah,
still a sad thing. So like, I think that's what
Yeah, of
happens.
course. Yeah.
So
Going back to being negative energy, just leaving some,
yeah. So
Place you anywhere,
also
man.
like and then also before we cremate the body, like sometimes we'll brush the person with like coconut water or like blessed water, and then that's like your last goodbye. So literally the caskets at the
Is that to like protect the body?
yeah,
from
kind of in a way.
deceasing or
Yeah.
something like
So
that?
basically, your last goodbye is at the where the cremation is.
Okay. So does everyone do that, or
Yeah, whoever walks up and you just do it, and you
okay.
basically say your last goodbye, and
Okay,
like,
okay.
and it's really
I thought that was like you do that process before you cremate it.
no, like we do it right there.
Right then.
All the
Okay.
funerals I've been, I always done it at the
They get cremated with the flowers and all that.
yeah,
too.
everything's
Yep.
in there.
I
Yep,
remember.
get
Yep.
cremated. Yep. And then there will, or like sometimes people keep their ashes, but sometimes most likely they'll want to go somewhere and we'll spread the ashes.
I hate to like throw this off topic, but can you just speak upon your people? Like, where are you guys originally from? And just so the viewers can get like a little bit like a broad like
Background
view.
of Lao people.
Yeah, Lao.
Because
Because now we're explaining, we're talking a lot about it, but then people,
Yeah.
a lot of the viewers are probably like, wait, what are these people?
And I'm not
you
gonna
know?
lie, a lot of people don't know Lao people, and they don't know what Laos is.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know the
Yeah,
country.
exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe we should have started off with that.
So Laos is it's a southeast country. It's near Vietnam and Thailand. what else? What other countries? Cambodia. The Mekong River runs along. So they're right across from Thailand.
Yeah.
Bro, why would you bring that up? Yeah, I'm just kidding.
This is true because a lot of people don't know Laos. Like,
Yeah.
I say Laos, people get confused, but it's like Laos is like the underdog country, literally next to Vietnam, Thailand. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get enough credit for our food.
Hmong people, I'm gonna call out, man. Hmong people's fucking cultural appropriate Lao food, bro. I'm gonna say
it came out from these dudes, man.
I'm gonna say, man.
Papaya came from
like,
these
especially
dudes.
Hmong Americans, bro. Like, that's not Hmong food. This is Hmong food. They say Lao food, like kapon, and that's Lao food, man. Kapon, kapir, like, dude, that's
Hmong
Lao
sausage
food, man.
is Lao sausage.
Hmong sausage is an iteration off of Lao sausage,
Yeah,
man.
it is, man.
I'm gonna call it out, y'all. Hot take.
Yeah.
All love,
I
all
hate
love.
it. Like, what grinds my gear is when Hmong people are like, that's not Hmong food, this is Hmong food. And they list Lao food. I'm like, bro, that's Lao food, bro.
Yeah. So a lot of like Lao restaurants, they advertise as Thai food.
Yeah, I know.
I know, which is pretty messed up.
I mean, when you think about it,
No, man,
It's
give them credit where it's due, man.
yes,
Because white folks don't know what Lao is, and that can be a turn on.
so
I get it, I get
so
it.
Thai food's like, oh,
This is the truth. I'm sorry, guys. This is the truth.
But yeah, so like so that's what happens with one of my my uncle or like one of my grandma's restaurant. It's over in Osseo. They call it Ruin Thai.
Oh, that's
Lao
your grandma's restaurant, bro. I
what
heard great things about it.
It's like other side. Like, I have a big family.
Dude, your grandma was there when your mom was possessed, bro. They better get the credit where it's due.
But yeah, like it's like my grandma and grandpa, but like there's like the other side of the family. But it's Ruin Thai. So go to Ruin Thai.
I heard great things about that spot.
Yeah, definitely go out and check
it out.
And then let's see what else. Cause do shamans do the 100-day?
No, what is
No,
that?
we don't
What is
do
the
that.
100
What is
day?
the 100 day?
So in Lao funeral culture stuff, we it's almost like a check. We'll go. So basically, after 100 days after we bury the person or after they pass away, we'll go back to the temple and kind of like just do chants and stuff to just make sure they pass over and stuff.
Hmong people has something really similar.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it till my dad passed, but essentially what I learned through my dad's passing is that, especially when you know the person who passed and your family generally follows the monk shaman ways.
Yep.
Is when a loved one in your home, I don't think in your home, just your bloodline or your immediate family pass away, your house gets filled with like spirits. And so what usually among people when an immediate family member of yours pass away, you kind of have to do a ritual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
A cleaning ritual.
Yes, it's almost like that kind of, but it's like 100-day. We do a 100-day, and then we'll also do a 1 year.
Oh, wow.
All right, thank you, Chris. Thanks for hopping on. And again, guys, this is not the end of the episode. We're gonna transition to our first guest who submitted a story, Abraham. So
Let Abraham take the floor.
welcome, Abraham.
Let's go.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank
What
you.
state are you from?
Yeah, so my name's Abraham Hang. I now reside in Roseville, Minnesota.
Nice. And Abraham, you're actually our first ever listener who submitted a story. So thank you
Yes.
for that.
Thank you so much, bro. We were getting a little nervous about like people not sending us stories, so we were like, "Oh, thank goodness he did."
And Abraham, we do know of each other, all three of us.
Yep.
Through mutual friends, family, and going to like the same school or whatnot. But yeah, thank you for submitting your story. Before you get started, Abraham, again, guys, if you guys want to submit a story, do so by messaging us through Facebook, through our Discord, which we post in our social media and YouTube, or our email, which is ghostxppodcast@gmail.com.
So we'll start off with your story, Abraham. You said you had an experience. The floor is yours. However you want to start, go for it, bro.
Okay, so this started back in 2008 when I first moved to Minnesota from North Carolina, and I have had like some experience with the supernatural before, but this is the first time that I have seen it. Um, and then when we moved here, the first house that we lived in was with my cousins, and then the house was too small. So my cousin managed to find a duplex that was like a lot bigger, and then we lived with my cousins at that time. And then at that time, I was a junior uh, in high school at Patrick Henry at that time. I believe this happened in some time during March or May of 2008. So long story short, I came home from school one day, and then it was probably like four-ish p.m. at that time, and so it was me, my sister, my younger sister. We both got home at the same time, and then my cousin, he was at work. I think I'm not sure where he was at, but I believe he was at work. So he left his uh, daughter home, like his. I'm not gonna say her name, just to keep her out of the story. But I'll just call her uh, T for short, I guess. And so T, I didn't know at the time, but um, she was home by herself for some reason. And
How old
so
was he?
at this
Around
time,
what age? Yeah.
she was 3 years old at this time.
Mm.
Yeah, and then uh, so I was like, oh, I just got home, so I was like, oh, I'm going to put my book bag away, and then just like probably do my homework. So my room is in the basement, and I have to go through the kitchen to the the door to the basement, and so went to the basement. And so to get a better idea of like the setup of the basement, so the door, and then it's the stair that goes down to the basement, and then to the left of the floor of the bottom of the basement, it's my sister's room, and then me and my brother's room, which is at the end of the hall, and then to the right, it's like a little mini living room in the basement, and uh, I remember this part of the living room of the basement really well because I always hated that basement because the light switch is like at the very end of the wall where you have to like feel your way to the light switch to turn it on. And so I was going down basement, and then um, I heard some like uh, I heard some like talking like in like like baby voice pretty much. And then she was like talking, and then I turned to my right, and it's like dark, and there's like no window for some reason. And then I turned to my right and I looked out there, and I saw the figure of my niece, uh, T, and then behind her was like the outline figure of a person, and then that person, like you could see through that person, so you see the outline, and then everything, and then that person, it just looked like very staticky. Uh, I don't know how to describe how that static looked like, but it just like looked like very statically. And so I was like, "Hey, is that you?" And then she said it. She's 3 years old at that time, and she was like really good at speaking Hmong, and she didn't know English that well. So she's like, "Just go." And then I was like, "What are you doing down here?" And then she just came out, and then she slowly come up to me, and she's like, "Oh, and I was like, "Your friend." And then I was like looking, and in the dark, and I was like, "I don't see anything." And so I started feeling my way toward that light switch at the end of the wall in the living room, and then I found it, and I turned it on, and I looked around the room again. And I was like, "I don't see anything." So
And
in that,
so I don't mean to cut you off, but essentially she said to you, she announced to you that it was her, and then she was playing with a friend.
yeah, pretty much, yeah, that she was playing with a friend, and then yeah, and then I was like, and then so in that room there's like a bathroom and a small closet. And then I was looking around. I was like, wait, I don't see anyone. So at that point I got scared. I started like feeling like my stuff like getting panicky. So I just made up some kind of random excuse. I was like, oh, do you need to use the bathroom? And she's like, oh yeah, I do. And then she went to the bathroom, and then I was waiting outside, and I was like looking around the basement again, and then this time I felt a presence. Like you don't see it, but you just feel it. Like someone's looking at me, and then I was like, oh crap. And I just like started knocking on the bathroom door. I was like, "Hey, T, are you done?" And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm done." And then she turned. I could hear her turn the water faucet on, and then she was like washing her hand. And then at that time, I still had my book back on. So I was like, and I was like, and then she opened the door, and I just like took off my book bag, and I just grabbed her, and not grab her, but I carried her, and then I just ran upstairs with her. And then it was towards like late at night. It was like everyone started going to sleep, and it was like 9:40 ish. I don't know why, but I thought about going back downstairs and go to sleep because my room's in the basement. And then I was walking through the basement. I was walking through the kitchen, and then her older sister, who was I believe she was like 7, and she came up to me, and then she was like all smiley, and then she looked at me, and I looked at her. I was like, "Are you okay?" And then she's like, "Oh yeah." So she was like, "Did you know when we play and we talk to the wall, type of that?" And I was like, in my mind, I looked at her and I was like, in my mind, I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Why are you telling me this?" I looked at her and I was like, "Oh, okay. Does your dad know? Do you want to tell your dad?" And then she just kept looking at me and smile, like it's like a very creepy smile. And then she just like walked away. And then I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm not going to the basement and sleep." And then I just went. So I just like slept on the couch in the living room. And my brother, which you guys also know, they're like, "Oh, why are you sleeping up there?" I was like, "I don't want to go down there tonight." They're like, "Okay," and I just slept in the living room by myself for that night.
Okay, so since you said you slept in the basement, right? You had a room in there. Did you personally experience anything while living there, or was it just your niece that experienced something?
It's it's mostly my niece that experienced it. So like I've only seen things, but nothing happened to me. No.
Okay.
And damn, that's crazy. That was your first time seeing something, you said.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing something.
Did you see anything else in that house, in that duplex?
Uh,
Or like how long after that experience did you guys live there? And again, did you see anything else?
so if we're saying seeing anything else in that duplex, that's the only time. So me and my family, we lived there for I believe uh 6 7 months, and then we moved out, and then
Okay.
my cousin they still live there, and then after we moved out, they had a lot of like supernatural event occurrence that happened to them.
Now I'm kind of curious. Did you ever like do like an online search of the house, the history of the house at all, or did you just decided to leave it as a blind side and not want to know the truth? Because it might have terrified you knowing the truth.
Oh, actually, I did look it up one time, and then I couldn't find anything. And then when I Google mapped the house, it was destroyed.
Oh,
Oh
so they tore
wow.
it down.
They tore
That's
it
how
down.
haunted it was. They tore it
Yeah.
down. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a high turnover rate of tenants, so that's probably why they tore it down. Because it
Yeah.
was indeed haunted. That's usually what
Gee.
happens to haunted houses.
Is there any more experience that you want to add on to it then?
I'll just leave it as that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, again, thank you, Abraham. Our first
go.
ever story submission.
Yes. Thank you,
First ever
Abraham, so
guest.
much.
Thank you. I just want to let you guys know that you guys are doing great with the podcast. I enjoy the first 2 podcasts that you guys had. They're really fun. to listen and watch. So I hope to see more from you guys.
Hey man, you've always been a great friend.
Thank
So
you.
we
Yeah,
look
yeah.
forward to hearing from you too, man.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Take care, man.